And welcome back to So This is Thailand and Expert Advice. Now today we have a subject that I know will interest everyone out there. It's how to live longer. And indeed, people throughout the world have been exceeding the 100-year mark for years now. With us today in studio is Ajahn Norong Nimsakul, who is the president of the Anti-Aging Society here in Thailand. Ajahn, thank you very much for joining us here.
You're welcome.
I know the secret to longevity. If you go back a century, obviously the average age span was much less than it is today. But reaching that 100-year mark is quite a feat. But some people have mastered that art.
Yeah, we have been studying all over the world, and people try to live longer.
So statistically, where is it that you find people are living the longest and having the longest lives?
I think we have two countries that people that live longer than 100 years, and the most number is in United States.
In the United States?
In the year 2009, in United States they have more than 100,000 people over 100 years old.
That's surprising.
Yes, and in Japan, in the year 2009, they have 40,449 over 100. Yes, and most of them are in Okinawa Island.
Now, is there any reason why that you have such big numbers of people over 100?
Okay, let's study the cases in Okinawa. In Okinawa, the people that live very simple life and very natural. So 5 factors that keep them live longer than any other place. Actually, we have statistics that compare the people that live in Okinawa, Tokyo, Osaka, and other parts. In Okinawa, the people that over 100 years old, they are 5 times more than the other area. It's about 1 out of 3,500 of the population.
What is so special about Okinawa that makes people there live longer?
Yes. There are 5 factors that keep them live longer. Food, mostly they eat vegetable, especially the seaweed. And fish, no big animals. They don't eat big animals.
No beef.
4 legs, they don't eat. Okay. And less carbohydrate, no alcohol, no smoking. And they are not. They don't have stress. And they are not moody at all. They have the love of the family and the warmness of the family. That means their family is very close. And that is one of the good factors. And they try to keep something doing, keep their activity going on. Even after 60, they are not just sit down watching the television and doing nothing at home, but they keep something doing. And the last one is the meditation to keep the peace of mind. These are 5 factors that people in Okinawa are doing.
Well, it's interesting that out of those 5, only one of them is really diet. I know when people think of living longer, they think of, it's my physical health. But a lot of what you have there is mental well-being and emotional well-being as well.
Yes.
Quite interesting.
Because you have to go with body and mind, and also your soul. Yes, very important.
So let's say you were to start with diet. What in the diet can you do to have a healthier or longer life?
Mostly the people that live longer all over the world that we've been studying, diet is part of very important factor, and most of them do not eat junk food.
Right.
And they eat regular 5 things that we need in our daily life. Good balance of the eating, not only 1 or 2. Okay, so mostly they drink good water, enough water, at least 2,000 cc or 2 liters a day. That means if you drink by glasses, about 200 cc, it's about 10 to 12 glasses. Right. That means you have tried to force yourself, not only when you are getting thirsty, but try to force yourself to drink at least 10 to 12 glasses a day.
Because actually, when you are thirsty, your body's already telling you that it doesn't have enough water already.
Not enough water. That's the sign telling you. Okay, and then most of the food is vegetarian or vegetable, fruit and vegetables. Any kind of vegetables, not only the green one, They said it can be colorful with a lot of colorful fruit and
To mix up a
vegetables.
lot of colors.
A lot of color.
Okay.
And then good exercise, good mood.
Yeah.
That means don't get angry at the people.
So over the past few years, I've heard this buzzword called superfoods, and I was wondering what you can tell us about these so-called superfoods.
In many big city or big country, the people are so busy, so they don't get used to, like you see, even some of the Bangkok people here, in the morning they have to rush to go to work, so they don't have time to sit down and have good food. So they just get a cup of coffee, go. So that's why they have to get some supplement. That's why it comes the food supplement that they call the super food. Actually, it is small food, condensed, like those astronauts that they got it in the spaceship. But actually, we live in the Earth. We have plenty of things that we can choose. So we don't have to spend money to get to the things.
Okay.
Sure.
What kind of things are they that are you talking about fruits or certain types of vegetables or nuts or?
Actually, it's the condensed mineral that the body needed, or vitamins. See, but if you get enough regular food that we've been taught in schools and get good balance, egg, see, not so much carbohydrate. That means don't eat rice so much. Rice, a Polish grain, you can get to the simple rice. Okay. And beside food is stress that make the people get shorter life.
Well, especially living and working in a city, I imagine that it's very stressful, not just the stress of work, but just having so many people in such a small space. It's kind of counterintuitive and not really natural anymore.
Right. That's why you have to try yourself not to get stress to yourself. You can keep stress to the others, but try not to keep stress to yourself, because that ruins your health.
Now, you mentioned 2 countries in the world
Yes.
have the largest majority,
The largest
Japan being
majority.
one. The United States, I'm very surprised because a lot of times in the news you see that Americans actually have a higher obesity rate than many other countries in the world. What's the key or their little secret about living longer lives?
That's a very good question. Technology and money that they spend to keep them longer, and because you see they have big populations, so out of that, to get the number of the people that spend enough money and have good technology, which I think we can discuss about technology later on. We have a lot of technology that keep the people live longer without their natural life, to compensate with something that ruin their and keep them longer. Even change the organ that are breaking or losing.
Is this something, I know that for those who are watching out there, many people might be actually already been past that halfway mark in their lives, or is living longer something that you really have to start these good habits since you're born? Or let's say I'm not going to say how old I am now, but let's say I'm in the middle of my life. If I start changing my lifestyle, my habits, my food, will that benefit me? Will that extend my life?
I think we have to give education to even very young people, starting maybe from 10. You see, in my anti-aging society, I have the youngest member at 9, because they need to learn and they need to change their way of life. And this, they have to do it early for prevention. And prevention is more important than just treating. When you get sick, you spend money to treat, or you go to see the doctor. So you should take care of yourself before you go to see the doctor. Keep the wellness on. And that's the secret. That means we have to start maybe from 10 or 20. And one of the most important thing right now is that money also a big factor to keep you live longer and with good life. And many countries cannot afford to take care of their people. When they live longer and biggest number, the security is not enough for the country. That means we have to prepare ourselves, at least some saving or enough saving to live longer.
Right. That's very useful. Thank you so much for this information, Professor Narong, and we look forward to having you back again.
Thank you.
Stay tuned on So This is Thailand. We'll be right back.
Tonight, if you want fulfilling sleep in the old town near the Chao Phraya River, this is your place to stay. Arun residents in a recently renovated historic Sino-Portuguese river house wrestled alongside the vibrant life of the Chao Phraya River and set against an exotic vista of 17th century classic Thai architecture. Now our next stop is going to be the Mangkut Cafe, where we can see an art gallery that has all kinds of music, art, and even contemporary dance. Let's go! Club Art, Gallery by the River, and Mangkut Cafe. The waterfront area is a legacy of more than 300 square meters of Teacher's Lake, or Mrs. Patravadi Mechuton was Patravadi Theatre. She offers a special opportunity to Mr. Anurag Peyrot, Director General Patravadi Theatre, assistant for her. The creation of the art in its own style, to build a new generation of art lovers, and share with the community. In other words, teacher want to grow business culture infrastructures. The combination of new artists had happened and has experienced. Through art to the massive in a life and cafe gallery and club arts, Gallery by the River creative space. For people of all ages to socialize, learn and share experiences in art, aesthetic experiences of art in all forms of art exhibitions, musical performances, short films, and a waterfront restaurant in Bangkok.
Sunday morning rain is falling. Still some garbage is something.
Now, this art gallery is great. You can meet all kinds of people here who enjoy many different kinds of art, like music, paintings, even contemporary dance. It's great. I feel so inspired now. I want to do some art myself.
It's also a great place to get food, dinner, or just hang out with your friends and enjoy yourself.
We're really glad you joined us on our trip through Bangkok. This is Anne and Anna from Expat Travel Pig, and we have to say goodbye for now.